It is May 20, 2024, and I am going to talk about at least two things. And is this that what have happened in Middle East, that Iran leaders, two leaders of Iran was killed in a helicopter accident, and most of you know it. And I have not heard so much about it because it's a little secrets about it, and it if it's Israel behind it, then it will be a real war going on. But this killing of those two leaders in Iran cause troubles. It will change very much what is going on in the Middle East. Now am I not a political person, but I have heard from the afterlife. They know the future, and we don't know the future. It can change very much what we're thinking. So I am not 100% sure, but I have heard from afterlife. This man, the leader that was killed now, they say he was very tough, and but he was tough with people around him. In the government he was. But what they are saying here from afterlife, it will come a leader that is going to be much stronger, and he's not going to do the same thing as the leader did who was killed. The leader was killed of one reason, and he's the man that was on his side in the government, that they were equal like that. But now it took away those two biggest leader. So now it's a space, it's a place for someone that is total different from those that was killed. And of course it was a reason from heaven, but if it was a reason to do this from earth side to see, that I don't know. But this what I hearing, but I can be wrong, but I tell you that I have heard that the man that going to be next in the top of Iran going to be much harder, not only on people around him, but to the world, to Israel. And Gaza is going to be punishment for what Israel do in Gaza. And but I can't tell from the world. I can only tell what the spirit are telling me. They are telling me that it's going to be much harder. He was weak. He doesn't look like weak, the leader in Iran, but he was, because he didn't want to go in war with other countries in that way. He liked more to take away the head of people than to go out in war in that way. And what they're saying now is a spirit thing that is telling me. And it's going to be interesting, but it's not nice when people be killed. It's those waves that was talking about tsunami waves, and what's have going on. It have been like heaven have told me that those waves that will come, and it will come a big wave. They told me it was for 2 years ago, like that, and the biggest tsunami wave should be, so it's really take out this planet almost. So it is already said for 2-3 years ago what happened now. And so I wanted to talk about this because my neighbor upstairs, he is from Iraq, and he come yesterday. He said to me, "Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news?" So, yeah, I say I've heard the news about this with Israel, and then also this accident, and I say I have already heard it. What will happen? Long before it happened, I said to him, because I'm a prophet, I hear from God. One that hear from God is a prophet. And he said to me, there is no prophet. He say, there is no prophets, because he is Muslim. And he believe in that Muhammad was the last prophet. So that's why he said that to me. There is no prophet. How do you hear these things? He said to me, ask me. I say they tell me from afterlife. And but he didn't accept that answer. So he asked me, do you get it in dreams, or is it some things that you see in your mind that tell you? But I told him that they are here with me, and they tell me what will happen. And I said to him that remember those 4 boys that come here and wanted to hurt me. And you saw it, that they didn't hurt me. They were on their way to hurt me. But I told you, it was like what they have in old times. This it was a shield up. Suddenly I saw like a shield coming up, and they couldn't do anything because it was a shield, and they couldn't hit me with those knife-like weapon they have. So I think they were surprised what happened, those boys, but they walk away, so we didn't hear them. And my neighbor, he asked when the boys was away, he say, "What did they tell you? What did they tell you?" He say, I say, "They didn't say anything more than those Arabic Swedish mixed, but I didn't hear them, and because I was focused on this shield that come up. I say that it was a shield coming up, so I didn't focus on those boys," I said to him. And they didn't do anything to me. They only say things to me, that I was in their way or something like that. And I was not in their way because it was wide space where I standing with my scooter. So they didn't need to go where I was standing. It was only a threat. And so my neighbor, he don't understand. And I'm wondering what will be, because they are building Sweden's biggest mosque, Sweden's biggest mosque here, 10 minutes walk from me. So I maybe is in big trouble, I don't know. And I rely on God that He take care of me, so no one hurt me. And so what can I say to people when they ask? If I hear it in dreams, like I pretend in my brain. And sometimes is it that I have a dream, a real true dream. But mostly is it that they talk to me immediately, directly to me. So the second thing I wanted to talk to you about, it is that someone, I think it's in Sweden, someone was sending me money, and it was good that she was sending me money, or he sending me money, because I have problems with my retirement now, that the government doesn't want to pay out so much money to me, and there is a rule, there is a law how much I could keep, even if I have to pay back things that was in the past when my son and husband lived together in my apartment and they never pay the rent. And when I come back from United States, I had lots of bills that they have taken in my name. And I didn't know, as I was in United States homeless. And so I can't pay back everything. But they can't take so much money from me as they have done now. So it was I'd be very stressful, and I can see that on my measure for the blood sugar. It went up very high because I saw that the retirement was not so much as it normally are. And then to talk to those people that have counted my money, it's very hard to find them. The office is closed. It is because they are frightened to be killed, because people are angry at them. And for right reason many times, but also the other side also. And so I was thinking, how should I talk to them when I can't? But I had the email address, so I wrote to them to take contact with me and talk about it. And I was stressed and nervous because I have so little money left, and it's summer and I want to travel away a little, have a vacation. And so I saw that on my bank account that there is money coming in to me that make it not so hard for me. I got the 10th of what this person had this month, and I am educated in this about the 10th, so I wanted to tell you, and maybe this person that was sending me her 10th knew that. I don't know, but I will tell you how the 10th are, because when I lived in the United States, it was many people that was poor in the church, and they didn't know how to make it the 10th. And some of these money-hungry pastors, they preached that you should pay the 10th of what you get from job, and you pay 10% of that. And I know this about 10%, what it was in old time, and before Jesus was born and when Jesus was born, that 10% of your income that they did because they had fields, and they took what they needed to have for the family. They harvest most everything on the field, but they left 1/10 to poor people, and sometimes was it for the pastors to have. So that's where the 10th are coming from. It's not about money, it's about to give away what you have, but not what you need to have. It's the the money that you get extra over um, given to you, not what you need to have. You should take away those money you need to have for a whole month, and what be when the month is over, and those money that you have and you have not been empty of the money, and you still have the money, and those money need to go to the church if you have not paid tenth. That is tenth. It's not about, like those pastors say, that you need to pay. As soon you get the paycheck, you give it to the church. It's not, because God is merciful, and He should never say that to any person. It's when you have paid your ordinary bills. Now I don't mean that you have a big mansion or helicopter or a fancy car. That is not what it means. It means the ordinary person, what they have in income and what they have to pay for the bills, and have some kids, they need clothes and have something, and after you pay the tenth. And it makes sense if you think about it. But the greedy, money-hungry pastor, they are not going to tell you this. And it is, you did right that was sending me the money, because I don't know your name, and that's is wrong in the church in America, that they have envelopes where you put the money in and then you write your name on it. So those that count the money, they know who you are that give, and they know how much you give. Because on the envelope you need to tell the amount of money that you give, and they know that you are very rich and can pay very much for the church. But it isn't. It is about the tenth of that you have left after the month is due. You pay what you have. So that was what I wanted to tell you, and I started to be sleepy because what I told you that I go frightened about that I didn't have the money to pay my bills and do something nice when it's summer. I don't want to sit at home the whole time. So that did I get some help today, that someone was sending me that money and say it was the 10th that she or he was sending. So thank you for listening, and have a great summer. I love you, and God loves you more. He's merciful. Think about that. He don't kill. He can give us a lesson to learn, but he don't kill us. So thank you, and God bless you.